Hey there. Hi. This is my capstone project for web development, intro to web development. I will be taking you through the website, which is a fictional um, page for if I were to set up like a product consultancy, help people with their product management, product marketing processes, and capabilities. I'm running this right now on my local machine, so it's using my local machine as a web server. Um, and let me take you through it. So you can see here in the homepage, just like a big hero image. These are all using the Bootstrap. So I decided to do kind of like the Bootstrap framework, play around with it, gain more expertise in it. Everything is styled in the Bootstrap way. You've got the main nav here, which also, thank you, Bootstrap shrinks and turns into a hamburger menu if it's on a mobile device. You've got this cool little drop down for one of the elements, and really here the homepage captures hey, just what consultancy has to offer. And then frameworks and processes just kind of show off a lot of like product frameworks and product processes. It's not comprehensive by any means, but I thought I wanted to have a starting point for just talking about some of the frameworks and high level processes that we like. So high level hero image. This is extra number one, which is our contact us page. So if you try to submit this, then everything is invalid. So you can just put some stuff in here, which is great. It also checks whether that's a valid email. So let's say gmail.com, blue, 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 tell us optional message. And what I found a little bit tougher, and it's actually not doing it right now. Oh, here it is. Tougher to do is to create like a stylized contact us response confirmation. Um, so it's easy enough to put a little alert pop-up box, but I thought that was really ugly. But Bootstrap allowed me to actually generate, hey, confirm that you've submitted it. Thank you. We've received your message here from so and so at this email. Here's your message. Blah 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 blah. So very cool. Also with the Bootstrap, you can see that some of these elements turn from two column to one column as you shrink down to the mobile environment. This was created through a mobile first paradigm, so most of the styling was scaled up from the mobile version. And then um, product feature sections, left image, right image, light to dark, just kind of cool, and so forth. Um, Going into some of the pages, you'll see a couple of the other extras. So I've tried to create, I wanted to play around a lot with the different Bootstrap components. So this one is button-based dynamic content. So you can see here, okay, well, here's a page that describes what a PRD, the main components of a PRD. You can actually click and it updates the section below based on what you've clicked. So nice, simple interaction effect. And on the narrative framework section, this is extra number three. Oh, here, this one will take you back to the homepage, by the way, to contact us easily. Um, I wanted to play with the Bootstrap accordion. So an accordion is a nice, well, UX device which you can select. It um, unfurls to show whatever it is you've clicked on. So I've implemented it in the two sections of frameworks that I produced here. Um, it's pretty nice. And then extra number four is in the final page, which is behind my camera image. And the processes, they also had this nice component around vertical timelines. So you can see here a vertical timeline. You put a nice little image on the left and timeline here on the right. It is also fully responsive. You can see here. It just like collapses keeps the image relatively the same size, but collapses the text to fit. This just describes the uh, product lifecycle process and the important steps of it. So the nice thing about Bootstrap, so I'm going to hop over to the code, is that CSS actually stays relatively simple because all the heavy lifting is, oops, this is another assignment, sorry. All the heavy lifting is done by the bootstrap mechanism. So you can see here the standard CSS body H1, root anchor text, and then all of these are really tied to the divs that I've defined inside. So this is the stuff that controls the product dynamic content grid, the PRD grid. Here's the CSS for the timelines, and here are the media queries. And I set two breakpoints, one in 600 pixels and one in 1024 pixels. And then there's some JavaScript that just basically listens to the onload event, controls the contact us form that basically unfurls that confirmation once you've actually done the submission. Here's the uh, event listener, which does the normal date time thing for the footer. You can see here that the footer actually contains, oh, actually it's missing. um, should contain the date time, and then some controllers for the dynamic content handling. And I'm not, you know, HTML, um, pretty standard. With Bootstrap, you're putting divs everywhere, actually, which is kind of interesting, but then makes it easy to just use a 12 column system to create much easier CSS display controls, in my opinion. Uh, Allows you to put the different cards into widgets and tell them what the different sizing should be. This is all run through the validators. So here's some proof of validation. So W3C validation, let me expand that so you can see it. 100% pass for all four pages. This is for the home page, 100%. Product framework page, 100%, just a warning. Narrative framework, just a warning. Doesn't like when you're saying buttons are buttons. And the validation and the product processes page is 100%. Wave validation has zero errors, zero contrast errors as well. Same thing with the product framework page, the narrative framework page, and the product processes page. And then finally, the CSS validation does show that it is 100% valid as well. All right. Thank you very much for listening.